James Bond. Ever since his first appearance on the big screen back in 1962, the MI6 agent has become a pop culture icon across the generations since. Many have loved to watch Bond outsmart the bad guy's plans, whether it is by his charm or a vast array of gadgetry. But is Bond a character you would really want to win? I believe I can only find one film where I am fully rooting for him to be victorious. That being 2012's Skyfall, the 23rd film in the franchise. Hello everyone and welcome back to Movies with Michael. Since the fifth and final Bond film with Daniel Craig, No Time to Die, is finally about to release in theaters, over the next several weeks my videos will focus primarily on the Special Agents franchise. The topic of the day is the movie Skyfall, which I will be spoiling, so if you haven't seen it, you have been warned. Over the years, Bond's purpose in Western culture has changed in different ways. Throughout many of the films, he is the symbol of Western espionage against the Soviet Union. Of course, this was changed after the regime collapsed. Since then, Bond has been facing drug lords, businessmen, terrorists, and anarchists. Despite any of this, Bond always has done his hardest to get the job done, and a certain trend is always present in this. Yes, I'm talking about James Bond being a womanizer. In 2006's Casino Royale, Vesper sums up Bond's attitude towards women perfectly.
You think of women as disposable pleasures rather than meaningful pursuits.
Normally, all the women that show up in the Bond films end up either sleeping with him or attempting to kill him, sometimes both. However, this trend was challenged and somewhat derailed when Judi Dench stepped in to play Bond's boss, M, starting in 1995's GoldenEye. Daniel Craig's Bond started out just being like his predecessors. Then we saw that Bond was changing his ways at the end of Casino Royale, only to mostly go back into his normalities in the next film, Quantum of Solace. In these first two films, M frequently switches, if you want to call it that, between being Bond's boss and being his maternal figure. The next film, Skyfall, starts off with Bond on a mission, where he is shot and presumed dead by M and the rest of MI6. Of course, he comes back only minutes later to find his agency under siege by an unknown adversary. Bond was dead, and he even goes on to say that he was enjoying death, but he feels a responsibility to his agency and the country to return to his work. Bond is back on the job, and is trying to find out who bombed MI6. On this mission, we see him doing his best and making love to the women he encounters, just like always. James's attitude towards his mission slowly changes when he meets the film's villain, Silva. He soon discovers that Silva was once part of MI6's 00 program and was declared dead just like him. Silva then reveals that James had failed his entry tests, and M had sent him out on the mission anyway. James and MI6 capture Silva and imprison him at their base, where M explains to James who Silva was before he became who he is now. Silva escapes and attempts to kill M, but fails. James then proceeds to take matters into his own hands and take M to his old home, Skyfall, to keep her safe and draw Silva in. Silva and his men attack, the house is destroyed, and the fight ends with James killing Silva and M dying of her bullet wounds. Let us now step back and analyze the final sequences of the film. James knows that he was sent into the field by M to die, yet he gets the job done and captures Silva. He then learns how M treated Silva, but still stops him from killing her. He then takes M to the last place he wants to go, draws Silva in, and takes him out. He did all of this not because of orders, but because he wanted to. He loved M, and we get to see that when he starts crying with her corpse in his arms, like a caring son grieving over his old mother's recent passing. It is in this moment that I see James Bond as a good man. His sins are not dismissed. In fact, they catch up with him in this moment. But he finally did what was right, not because he had to, but because he wanted to. With that, we have made it to the end of this video, and it was a longer one this time. As always, if you liked the video, leave a like and comment down below what you thought about this film, and subscribe for more content about movies Thanks a lot for watching, everybody, and I will see you all